A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champions, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Mississippi State's offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
To throw, it's Croman Hope. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The kick is on its way. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field and they'll have their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend it.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for it all. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions. Both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He rifles one deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They boot it away on 4th down. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got a man. It's Lofton. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Under fire. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Carr. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. That's caught, it's Ingram. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Puts it out of the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. A little screen to the running back. Makes his man miss.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front. Defensive line being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Give to the fullback. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Mays. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just keep slinging it. Lets it fly. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Setting up the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, Canes!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're going to run it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, better look out. Got the first down himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Wide receiver going in motion. The run to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Ingram. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense in an empty set. Johnson wants to throw it. Escapes the sack. Oh, he's got a chance. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to go up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the back. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll go to the fullback. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes. Just hit you in the mouth.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Pulls it in. It's Ingram. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Might be calling a hot route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They kick it away on 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 after the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carney. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
And he got a hand in there and knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Leaves it with the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Working that left side now. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Lofton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. Field goal was good. Game is tied. And how about a little drama, guys? And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Finds a tight end down the gut. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll ride Davis here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Power football with the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Johnson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw, and not much time to work with. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Last chance coming up. Here's the pressure. They're going to get him for a safety. Trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.